Welcome back to another Speedy Sto interview. Today we have an incredible young athlete and his biggest supporters joining us. Our guest today is Mr. Jabril Scott, a standout on the track. He's already made a huge name for himself, a 10-time AAU All-American, earning honors across 5 different distances: the 100, the 200, the 400, the 800, and the 1500. He already won 3 Junior Olympic titles. He won the 800 last year, and he's your back-to-back 1500 Junior Olympic champion, proving his dominance in the middle distance. We're excited to dive into his journey, his training, and what it's like to achieve so much at such a young age. You get to hear from him and his father G about the support and dedication it takes to raise such a young, successful athlete. So, jumping right into it, G, what age did you start, Jabril, in track, and what made you choose this sport?
He started at 4. He started like dabbling in it at 4. You know what I'm saying? I have an older son, Lil G, Jeremy Jr., who's also a national champion All-American, which is how Jabril got into it. He was at the track all the time because his brother was there. We got an amazing coach, Deshaun Seymour Sr. He kind of just let him be a part of the training that first year when he was 4. I think that was COVID year, if I'm not mistaken. That was his first year, kind of just dibbling and dabbling in it. And then the following year is when he actually started running, I think when he was 5.
Do y'all go out there to, matter of fact, no, y'all don't go to Club Nationals at AAU. We had to go, I know that was 2021 year when it was in Florida. It was in the beach area.
Satellite Beach.
Y'all,
yes.
Yeah.
We went there. Okay. My oldest son went there. My oldest son won.
Okay.
He won the 3K and the 1500 there in 2021.
Bet. Yeah. Okay. So when did you recognize Jabril had such a talent in track though? Like when it really showed?
Honestly, man, it wasn't until his 7-year-old season, 2023. That's when I started seeing that maybe he had something special, because starting off, man, and I tell this story all the time, starting off, he had so many things wrong with his running. You know, he had a hitch in his running. He would lean his head to the side. He just had everything wrong with his running. So we didn't think, he was going to turn out like this, but it's just a testament to the coaching, man, the discipline, the consistency, and things have turned around for him. So around that 7-year-old season, that was the year they had the USATF JOs in Oregon at Hayward Field. And we were there pretty much for my oldest son. But Jabril had qualified to go as well. He was 7, and I thought he had a chance. You know what I'm saying? I thought he had a chance to go out there and do something.
I heard that experience was amazing.
Oh man, it was amazing, man. It was definitely amazing. Definitely a track we want to get back to. But yeah, that was the year. Like I realized, okay, man, he might have something special here. And I told him, and I told everybody who would listen. I said, next year, 8 and under division is his. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jabril, you're 10 times AAU All-American. Which race out of all those is your favorite and why?
The 1500 is my favorite race out of all those, and it's because it's an event that I always have a shot of winning in.
What's the difference in how you feel running the 100 compared to the 15?
The 1500, I'll be trying to wait and not like just get it over with. But with the 100, I'll be trying to get it over with because it's a way shorter event.
So with you in the stands right there, how do you see, and how do it feel to watch him compete in those different events, going from your little short distance, your 100, your 200, then got the longer ones, your 800, your 1500?
You have talked to me enough to know I'm a pretty much a straight shooter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell you the truth here, man. When he's running at 15 on a local level, I'm just looking for him to run a good time. It's like no pressure. I know he pretty much gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Even though, like, let me not sound cocky, he lines up against national competition. When he runs, a lot of times,
his teammate.
yeah, right. But with that, it's just like, it's more of like, I know that's his thing. So like the pressure isn't on. The pressure is more on like just trying to run a good time, basically. You know what I mean? With the 100, it's even less pressure, honestly, because with that, most people don't look at Jabril like a sprinter. I don't say that. I look at him like a track athlete. You know what I mean? He runs whatever he running in that moment. But because we don't lean so hard on the sprints, when he's sprinting, man, we just out there trying to see what he can do, trying to have fun. Honestly, you know what I mean? Just trying to have fun and run a good time.
I definitely get that. I know which on our side of things, we looking at that time more so for training purposes than anything.
Yeah, right. You feel me?
You should be here by now type thing. So
we
get this time, okay, that means we're doing what we're doing right in the training.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What goes through your mind before a big race like Junior Olympics?
I feel nervous because it's a lot of people on the stage trying to watch me, and I feel nervous.
I feel nervous too, especially because
Ain't nothing wrong with being nervous at all, though. It's just
nothing at all.
When that gun go off, though, you should be all nerve gone. Do what you do.
Yeah, let them nerves serve a purpose, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for sure.
Do you have any pre-race rituals like music before you listen to?
I always do a prayer.
Or something that you eat?
I always do a prayer before my race.
Okay.
Do you do like the same prayer or is it like different each time?
The same.
Being such a young athlete right now, what do you really focus more on? Letting him enjoy the sport or like really building structure and discipline at this age?
Man, I try to do a healthy balance of both. You know what I mean? Yep, I try to do a healthy balance of both because you can't just do all discipline. I don't care how old they are. You know what I mean? And I don't care what the sport is, especially track, though, man. It's a grueling sport. It's one of those almost 7-day-a-week sports because even when you're not working, you're working. You know what I mean? Because the recovery and the preparation is work
100%.
too. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to make it fun. And it's a super long season. We start in December, man. We don't end to August. You know what I'm saying? I have to find the balance. You know what I mean? I got to make it fun. And I really enjoy the times because Jabril and his brother, they really we spend so much time together. They're good at communicating with me. And they tell me those times when they're having fun. And that's what keeps us going, honestly, man. But I don't play. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta have discipline.
I do not play. You know what I'm saying? And my kids know that, and everybody around us know that. But I do a healthy balance of both, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What's your favorite event outside of track? Do you play other sports or have a hobby?
I like football.
Okay. Raising an athlete, I know, if his track career have anything to do with his football stuff too, I know it's a high level athlete wherever it is that. But what's your biggest challenges with it, though, raising such a youth athlete at such a high level?
Once again, man, you're going to get a real transparent answer from me. Believe it or not, man, if I'm being honest, one of the biggest challenges we've had has been hating. You know what I'm saying? And as a person who wasn't an athlete growing up, it's something that I'm not used to. You were an athlete, so I'm sure when it happens to Celia, it's normal. That's normal. For me, that's something that I've had to get used to. People kind of just doing personal things towards the kids. You know what I mean? And the challenge of having a standout athlete and not expecting negativity to be thrown their way because of that. So believe it or not, that's been one of the toughest challenges for us. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is a 24-karat problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, other than that.
Oh yeah, I could definitely see it. Like with the what you call shoot. Speaking of an athlete, like as a kid, you don't really notice it as much. As a parent, you do notice it. But shoot, when you got older as an athlete, as a kid, me not as a kid, but as an athlete, when you got older, you definitely see it more. But I don't think they really feel it as much as us just looking from the outside in.
Right.
We be like, that right there would have pissed me off. They probably
Yeah.
just having good and fun and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so then my next question to it would be, how do you make sure that he still have a good childhood, be a kid, but also compete at the top of the level?
You know, I try, like I was just saying, that healthy balance, man. I try to stick to it. You know, if I know we're going out and doing some really hard training, I'm gonna plan some fun into it, some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a park or something in the area that we're training in, I try to I try to make it fun. You know what I'm saying? I try to make it fun for him. It for sure helps that he has a brother. You know what I mean? So he's never alone when we going out doing this stuff. He always has a friend there, so it's always a party anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because we got the two siblings
I got you.
with one another. You know what I mean?
Who is your favorite professional runner and why?
Usain Bolt is my favorite professional runner because he holds many records in track.
The greatest of all time.
Other than yourself, who is your favorite youth athlete to watch?
My brother,
Okay.
What's his name?
Jimmy.
Bet. So with that, go straight into my next question then. What role do family and community play in Jabril's success?
Oh man, everything. And I didn't, as a guy who wasn't an athlete, I didn't realize how important that both of those things were until about last year, which was his first time winning the national championship. And believe it or not, his local competition that I was just telling you about in another question is named Archer Gorelek. He runs for a track club in Oakland called 3M. It's probably one of the oldest track clubs in on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that, but I know Archer though.
And Archer, 3M always goes to USATF no matter what. They never go to AAU all season. Man, him and Jabril battled. Towards the middle of the season, and that year he went to USATF and won the 1500 there, and Jabril won 1500 in North Carolina at AAU. And that season, man, I realized the importance of not just the community, but specifically your counterparts and your competition, and how it all plays a role in getting you where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? I could tell, man, I can sit here and talk for an hour about the different kids and parents and teams who motivated us and who continue to motivate us on our journey towards what we're trying to do here. You know what I'm saying? That's everything. To answer your question, the community and the competition and family is everything for us. It's everything.
Bet. So with track and field, like shoot, you out there in Cali, you made that move to North Carolina. I know that's a financial commitment to it.
What?
So how do you handle that financial and time commitment with competing in youth track and field? Because shoot, I know that's being decided.
Yes. I don't know which is harder, the money or the time. But because they're both very, very hard. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I got my beautiful wife, man. She's a teammate and a helpmeet, and she a big part of helping us do the financial part. We work together. You know what I'm saying, to make it happen. And as far as the time goes, that as well. I'm usually the one putting in the time, but I still have to give their mother credit because she gives me my sons to do what we need to do. I have the time. That, you know what I'm saying? I'm not having to fight her for the time with them to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? So I think just the teamwork of having two parents that realize what we're trying to do helps a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Do you have any big goals for next season that you're excited about?
Next year, I want to go in the lower fours next year and win the championship again. I want to race against Jackson in the 400 too.
Okay. Your teammate.
His teammate. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all been doing big. I'm telling you. I'll be seeing both of y'all in that 8. I don't think I seen
Say it again?
Jackson. Do Jackson run the 1500?
He has, but he
Okay,
doesn't. But he has. But you know what, man? I'm sorry. I shouted out Archer, and I didn't shout out our biggest competitor, which is our teammate Jackson. Man,
Yeah.
everything is well. Everything is well.
Yeah.
Definitely couldn't leave him out because he a huge part of our motivation and our inspiration. 100%.
Definitely. When you think about the next couple of years for Jabril, both on and off the tracks, what are your hopes for him?
For off the track, man, I hope he continues to be a kid who's not afraid to ask questions and who's a inquisitive learner, who stands up for what he knows is right, that he continues to be smart, intelligent, and just a good person, man. You know what I'm saying? That's for off the track. I think he's a really good student, man, and I'm trying to learn to cultivate that as well as the sports, because as you know, as my older son climbs through the ranks, I'm realizing how important and how helpful, honestly, having the grade part down is as well. You know, when you're trying to pursue these sports. As far as on the track, man, we're just gonna stay hungry. You know what I mean? We're trying to be great at everything, from the sprints to the distances. He didn't share this with you, but he knows our goals for this year, man. In the 100, he's trying to hit the 12s as a 10-year-old. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to go sub 60 in the 400. You know what I mean? And those aren't even the events that he specializes in, which lets you know that what our mindset is. We always looking for something to get better at. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
If you could give advice to another youth athlete who wants to be as good as you in track, what would you tell them?
I would tell them to keep working and be consistent when they put in the extra work. Be consistent with it.
Man. Hey, that's great advice right there.
Right on.
Always consistency. That's what makes champions for real.
Yep, for sure.
So, what advice would you give other parents who raising young athletes with big talents?
Play the long game. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be concerned with your kid being the best right now, because things change. Kids grow up, body types change. There are things that you can't control, their size, you know, stuff like that. So you don't know what you're going to end up with. So just work on the things that you can control and think about the long game instead of short term.
That's great to hear you say, for real. Like us having kids who's already like really high level right now, and knowing that you're not just playing this, I want Jabril to be the best 9-year-old type thing game. You know, you're playing the long game type thing. That's great to hear. So I know you've been to lots and lots of track meets with Jabril, with your oldest son, G Jr. So out of all those track meets that you have attended, what have been your favorite track meet to attend and why?
AAU Club Championships in 2019. The first reason was it was at the Disney Wild World of Sports.
They have to bring that back. It's never coming back, but that's what I can do that.
Man, that was an amazing track meet. You know, coupled with that was our first year doing track. That was my oldest son's first year doing track. So to have that experience, you know, the first year, it was just amazing. We did a whole vacation out of it. We stayed there an extra week and went to Disney World and Universal and the whole nine. Man, I love that track meet. It was cool.
Definitely. So I know I told you before, we had a whole nother podcast that we haven't really released yet, but we're hosting a track meet this year, May 2nd, 2026. It's called the Speedy Sto Showcase Meet. And in this meet, we're doing a state versus state 4x400 meters, and it's going to be a mixed 4x400 meters. We got lots of rules and stuff online. You can check it out on Coach O. But in general, what we're doing is represent your state, 2 boys, 2 girls, 4x400. So I don't know if y'all gonna make it, but if y'all could make it, Jabril, one of those legs. Who's the other boy you putting on that relay? Who's the 2 girls from California? What were y'all?
Do they all have to be in the same age group?
So let me tell you the official rules of it. The official rules is your oldest kid, that's the age group you're going with. So if you have a 17-year-old out there, Jabril with the 17-year-olds. Like that's how we're doing it.
Okay.
So we allowing the mix and match of the age group, but whoever the oldest kid, that's the age division you're running.
Ooh, okay. You know what? I am not prepared for this question, but I'm gonna come with it as best as I can. I would for sure go Jabril. I would have to include Jackson. You know what I'm saying, as our other leg, and then with the girls, man, hey, you know, if we would pick Celia, if they didn't have to be from Cali. You know what? I would pick. There's a young lady out here in Northern California that runs for a team named Full Stride. I think her name is Anaya Hunter.
I know she's talking about. Yeah.
We would pick her, and then you know, you got anybody? 4th leg?
One more girl.
Trinity.
We would have to go up in the age group if we use Trinity. We could use a young lady named Trinity Porche from our team, but we would have to go up in the age group with her because she's a little older. She's a little older.
That's the scary part.
Yeah, that's the scary part. Yep. I can't think of that fourth leg, man, a 400 runner out here.
I gotta shout out one of our girls. She actually moving back to Cali. Y'all should see her on the circuit. Her name is Amara. She's going to Run Hard University. I don't know if you know.
Oh yeah. So we very familiar with Run Hard. That's a good program as well.
Okay.
Yep. We look, just based on your recommendation, we'll throw her on the as the 4th leg, man, for sure.
So we don't know who the next person we're gonna interview will be, but if you could ask them any question, what would that question be?
I would ask them, why do they like running track?
Okay. We're going to make sure the next person we have, that's going to be the question we're going with them is, why do they like to run track for? But thank you, guys. Thank you. Until next time, I know we're going to be seeing you guys soon. Next dream. Well, let me ask that. Shoot, I want to ask the question, but we don't know where USATF is going to be at. But what we looking like for indoor season? What national championships y'all looking at? Outdoor season, what's y'all looking at?
So for indoor, man, you know, indoor is kind of lightweight new to Cali. We don't really do indoor out here. But starting last year, they built the indoor track in Reno, which is only like 2 hours away.
Okay.
From us. So we went to the indoor. They had 3 indoor meets there last year. We went to one of them, and we plan on doing the same this year, hitting up one of those indoor meets just to test some of the outside work we've been doing, see if it works. He'll probably go up there and run the 60, run the 200, and that's it. We don't usually dip too heavy into the indoor. Same thing with cross country. I'll probably let him run one cross country meet during the off season just to see where he at with distance. And then for outdoor season, like you said, we don't really know what's going on yet. The only thing we got on the table is Iowa. My wife is like, she don't even want to go. You know what I'm saying? Same here. So we'll figure it out.
Shoot, I got another question with that though. I know football season is doing your cross country season. So what you do in between, since y'all really don't do indoor before indoor and outdoor?
That's when, honestly, believe it or not, man, I let him be a kid a little bit more during that time. You know, we still working, but those are the times where, you know, we have free time. Anything he want to do. I believe it or not, one of his football teammates and the dad was talking to us about basketball yesterday at his football game.
I was wondering, do y'all play basketball?
And he loves basketball, but we haven't had the time. You know what I'm saying? To pour into it. So that's on the agenda this offseason to let him play AAU basketball.
Okay, cool. But yeah, look, thank you so much for joining. Definitely will speak soon.
Yeah, right on. Bye, you guys. Have a good weekend.
You too.